So let's say, hypothetically, you are a child, let's say around 8 to 11-ish, and it's your birthday, and you go to a great establishment, one that's never wronged you in the past. Unbeknownst to you, this would actually end up being your worst and last birthday, but we'll get to more on that later. You go there around the mid to early 80s and you hang out with all the cool animatronics in the restaurant. One of them actually ends up leading you to the back rooms where you were actually brutally murdered and stuffed inside of a animatronic robot where you would live out the rest of your days in spirit because that's all you have left in life. Um, for many kids, this was actually made a reality due to the horrible character of William Afton. As we dive deeper into his lore and psyche, we are going to be looking at not only how many people he killed, but the ways and methods he used to murder tons of kids throughout the span of a few years, with basically just getting away with it till he was trapped and killed by those same kids in spirit by the very thing he made. Alright, so before we get back into it, I just wanted to interview my good friend Mikhail really quick. Hello, Mikhail.
Hey, hey, man,
Um,
how's it going?
it's going good. I'm glad to have you on. I just wanted to ask you one question, as that's about all we have time for. Um, do you believe that William Afton himself is a family man?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, definitely.
Um,
Yeah.
did you know that
Oh,
he killed actually two of his children by stuffing them into robot suits and they died?
oh,
Alright, well, that's
oh.
all we have time for. Thank you for appearing on the show, and I hope you have a great rest of your day, Michael. Alright, so anyway, back into it. As we stated before, Afton most definitely is not a family man. Although, I will give him credit, he did tell his daughter not to go near the robot, and then the robot ate her. So, I mean, it's really, technically you can argue that he didn't kill her, as the robot killed her, but I mean, he still made the robot, so, you know. Fun fact about, our great hero, William Afton, he's actually survived being caught in a building burning down with him inside twice. Um, I believe the reasoning is because he's like possessed by someone he killed along the way, spirit, and they won't let him die because they feel that would be too humane for this man. I believe he's got about 12 kills under his belt now. All of them kids, all of them murdered in the back of a supply room of a family diner. He ended up later making some robots that were better for killing children, and they killed a few more children. Alright, so if we were to look back at my man Afton's death, he actually was in a rundown being chased by the past kids that he killed, and they actually had him cornered. So Afton, being just about as good of a man as you would expect, attempts to run and hide from his problems in one of the suits he built that hasn't had a possessed soul in it yet, so that's good, you know, perfect for him to swap in. The robot he actually gets into goes by many names. He gets in a spring trap suit. It's called that because it's one of his spring lock suits. Spring trap. He gets trapped because the springs lock. A spring lock failure is the way he dies. He's trapped in spring trap, and he goes through the rest of the series in this suit, rotting and decaying forever in his eternal tomb, forever trapped. So, I feel like that's a pretty poetic way to die. Yeah, pretty cool stuff. And then we're gonna move into, for the final bit for this podcast, we're gonna move into an interview. Alright, to end things off for you guys, we have one final interview from my wonderful girlfriend, Malika Carter.
Hello. Hi.
Hello. So I was just wondering what your thoughts on William Afton actually are.
I think he's kind of mid. his vibes are kind of off.
How
He's not
off
really
would you? Oh,
he's not
sorry.
really chill in my opinion.
I understand. Are there
Yeah.
any more things you'd wish to say to him if you ever met him?
Well, if I ever met him, then I would tell him that's not cool, dude. Like, you're literally harshing my vibe over here and my peace and just like my peace of.
I absolutely do see what you're saying. Thank you, and
You're welcome.
thank you for appearing on my great podcast. I hope you have a great rest of your day and evening. Um, as for all of you out there at home, this has been the atrocities of the Purple Man, and this will be Coulson signing off.